Okay, welcome. So today I have Trish joining me. Trish, how long have you been training with us now?
I think I joined you at the end of August. I came via Charlotte Disorga. She'd organised some workshops with Dave that
Mhm.
would be beneficial to belly dancers, and I saw that she did a video with Dave, and that just sort of like piqued my interest and made me think, perhaps I ought to do something about the pain that I've been experiencing and my general levels of unfitness.
Yeah,
So,
it's about 4 months now, yeah?
yes.
And you mentioned you're a belly dancer. How long have you been belly dancing?
About somewhere between 15 and 18 years, I'm not quite sure.
Oh, wow, for a long time.
A long time, yeah. I used to teach taught for about 5 years, which was lots of fun, and did a lot of dancing then. I'm
Mhm.
normally very, very active in the local dance scene. I dance with a local band,
Okay,
and
yeah,
they usually have a gig every month at least. We usually have quite a busy social calendar, so there's dance training and events happening all the time, all through the year. But obviously, this year, nothing.
yeah. And
So,
what you were struggling the most with when it comes to belly dancing?
what was I struggling the most with was the day after. I'd do an event, and then the next day I would barely be able to move, and I would be in pain. Everything. Some mornings after an event, I'd wake up and everything I owned hurt,
Okay.
even my hair.
Even your
And
hair.
that's a terrible thing, really, because I'm 57, and to a lot of people, when I was 14, 50 was old, and now I am 57. I'm not old. I'm
Yeah.
not old.
Mhm.
I feel old, but I'm not.
And what was giving you the most pain?
The lower back, an ongoing injury in my shoulder and my knees.
And had you tried to fix them before?
I had, yeah, I've been seeing a chiropractor for quite a long time because about 2 years ago I had a really bad fall down the stairs, went all the way down the stairs on my bum,
Mhm.
which like completely disarranged my hips. So I went to see a chiropractor immediately, like the next day, and got that all back into alignment. But he was using mostly acupressure, which
Yeah.
is fine, but it wasn't dealing with the underlying issue that actually, despite the fact that I'm like a semi-professional belly dancer, I'm really unfit. I'm fit in this very specific way. My general fitness wasn't as good as I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
And I was feeling at the beginning of this year particularly, I was feeling very, very old because, everything was hurting and I didn't know why. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do about it.
Mhm.
And I'm really bad at asking for help.
Okay. And you came across us
I did,
through one of
yes.
our belly dancing ladies, through Charlotte. And what did you like about coming to see us? Because did you join one of our workshops?
I did. I joined one of Dave's workshops, and it was fun.
Hmm.
That was the thing that got me because I'm a big believer. I think everybody should do some kind of exercise, but if it's not fun, you're not going to do it.
Yeah,
You're not going
absolutely.
to enjoy it. If you're not enjoying something, that's a really good reason not to.
Mhm.
And the workshop we had with Dave was fun, and then I had a follow-up session with him, and I had an immediate results just through the spine
Yeah,
tapping, which was just absolutely amazing. And I sat there and thought to myself, do you know what? I can do something about this. I finally found some people who can help me, tell me what it is that I need to be doing to get my general fitness levels back up,
yeah,
and to address the specific issues that I have without hurting myself.
yeah. So for those people who don't know what spinal tapping is some of the neurology drills that Dave has been looking into from a scientific point of view to help switch on the brain and to make sure that the right muscle is switching on. So that's the first stage in which you went through was the neurology part, and
Yeah.
then we met a bit more.
Yeah.
And we went through a slightly different program where we looked more biomechanically at you and making sure that your glutes, core, scapula was all turning on. So how did you find that?
That's been really, really useful. I've been, is it 4 months now? I've been doing the one-to-ones as well as the morning and evening, some of the morning and evening classes. and I'm really feeling a difference now. I can feel as I'm going up and down stairs, for example, I can feel my glutes, I can feel my core engaging. Normal everyday tasks are, I can feel my body engaging properly, whereas
Mhm.
it wasn't before.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's been a plus as well, right? To be joining the class timetable as well as the one-to-ones.
Absolutely, yes. Yes, that's been really useful. They're short classes that fit into my day because there's morning one and there's an evening one. I do 3 or 4 a week,
Mhm.
and they're like half an hour, and it starts the morning off nicely, wraps up the day nicely. And it ranges from like gentle to challenging, but not hurt. It doesn't hurt ever.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
And you told me, Trish, the other day you got very excited. Tell me, what have you achieved since joining us and doing all those exercises?
Oh, I don't know. I've forgotten now.
You've forgotten.
What did I tell you?
What have you found the most difference since?
I'm not in pain all the time now. I can
Hmm.
go up and down the stairs without having to hang on to the banister. When I get up in the morning, I don't ache. I used to. I'm sleeping a lot better. That's because I
Yeah.
used to sleep. I used to be a very restless sleeper, which is
Mhm.
down to lower back injuries, lower back pain, and not being able to get comfortable. But certainly in the last few weeks, I've been sleeping really, really well. I haven't been having to wake up and turn over or change position. And when I wake up in the morning, I don't feel like I've been beaten up.
Yeah. And
So
how much of a difference has that made to your daily life?
it's just cheered me up no end. Because I'm not hurting all the time, but being in low levels of pain all the time is really, really wearing. It makes you really, really sad. And now I'm not in that low level of pain. I can get on and do stuff without having to think about, oh no, I've got to go upstairs.
And you're a really really chirpy person. I couldn't even imagine you being like down and sad as well.
Yeah, yeah, it does. It being in pain all the time does make you really sad, and you don't realise how much pain you're in until it stops, really.
Yeah.
So
And what can you do now that you couldn't do before?
I can touch my toes. Yay!
That's what you told me the other day.
I can touch my toes. I can actually touch my toes. Yeah, my knees are bent, but do you know what? I can actually touch the toes, and I don't worry about falling over. That was
Yeah.
the thing. And even though I've got my knees are relaxed still, I can't do it with straight knees. I can straighten my knees enough to feel the tendons in the back of my legs stretching, so that's fine. And I
And you
never used to be able to do that.
and you also do
Something
Tai
else,
Chi, right?
something else I've noticed as well is I can actually sit on the floor now, and I never used to be able to do that because it was just too uncomfortable. And I can actually sit on the floor now and know that I can get up again. Yay!
Yeah, brilliant. I think that's a lot of people's worry, right? Is that when they get down,
Yes,
um, and you also do Tai Chi. So
I
you,
do. Yes,
what was
yes.
your little moment in Tai
Oh
Chi?
yes, I had a moment last week. Right back at the beginning of August, before I started the course with you, I started at a new Tai Chi club. And at the end of the form that we're learning, there's a single leg kick. You have to stand on one leg and kick your other leg out and then put it back down again. It's just a slow kick, it's not fast. But I couldn't do it without wobbling. And then after Dave's neurology things and working with you on my and doing the classes, I could do it perfectly every time on Saturday. And I was so pleased. I wasn't wobbly at all on both
No,
legs.
amazing. Really good. And that's probably a nice little like light bulb moment of like this has actually really worked for me.
Yeah. Well, when he was showing it to us, I'm thinking, oh, this is the one leg kick, but I wasn't worried in the back of my mind that oh no, I'm going to be all wobbly and I won't be able to do it. That didn't cross my mind. As soon as we got to the point, my glutes engaged automatically and the kick went, and it was really good.
Yeah, absolutely. That's amazing. And
Nice and
how much time do you think you've put into it? Because one of the things I hear from a lot of people is they don't want to start right now because they're too busy. There's a lot of things going on. But how much time do you think you really need to put into this to make this change?
Well, you do have to put a bit of time into it. But the thing is, I have a one-to-one with you, which is half an hour, and I do two morning classes and definitely one evening class, and that's an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So 2 hours including you, and I've recently started doing the yoga one as well, and that's nearly an hour. So it's a couple of hours a week, but it's not 2 hours all in one go. It's half an hour here, it's half an hour there, and the exercises that I do with you as well. 20 minutes, half an hour. It doesn't take long, and it's just you can do those while you're watching TV.
Yeah, definitely. So you find it hasn't really like impacted your life in terms of taking over from too much, but the results that you've been getting have been tremendous, right?
The results are totally worth it. You get like a lot of things, you get out what you put in, and if you
Yeah.
and I've because I've invested time in myself, I'm starting to feel the benefits now. The exercises are getting easier. I'm able to do the more challenging ones without feeling like I'm hurting myself.
Yeah.
So yeah, so
No,
it's been
that's
really
really good.
really good.
And I'm really, really pleased that you've managed to, stay committed to it. We've kept you engaged. And it's, you've put that time and that effort in, and you've really seen those results now. And we're only 4 months down the line. So imagine what you can achieve by
I know,
next year.
this is it. I mean, the regular classes are really, really good. But I think what's helped me the most actually is the one-to-ones.
Mhm.
That's really helped because it's made me accountable to myself, and it's really, really helped. I mean, you can do an awful lot of the stuff you can do just doing the regular classes or watching videos or doing them by yourself. But what I found, it's really helpful to have someone checking what I'm doing to make sure I'm doing it right, and making little tweaks like bringing the hip forward or changing the angle of my foot, just to make sure that my form's correct, that I'm doing it in the right way to get the best benefits out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really, really pleased. Well done on all your results. I'm excited to see what's next for you.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you very much for joining me today, Trish. And we'll see you soon.
Yeah, see you soon. Bye.